of Reign of Superman.
Hi, Michelle. How are you?
I got you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. It's like MTV back in the day.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to bring old
I
school
like it.
back, but
Yeah, it's old
everybody
school.
wants to do all the other weird gadgets. I'm like, okay, sure. Okay. Michelle Noel from Geek Rock TV over at the Paley Center in Beverly Hills. Joining me right now is Jason O'Mara, who plays Batman over at the Reign of Superman. Thank you so much for being here, Jason. Such a huge fan of yours.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Well, what do you think Batman as a character adds to this plot?
Not much, really.
Really?
Yeah, there's
Okay.
so many Supermen. Look at them all.
Figured.
Like, there's not
I'm
much.
like, where are you here?
There's not much
something
screen
missing.
time left. I'm wearing like my double-vested bat shirts, which is I'm probably sort of over-egging the pudding, as they'd say in the UK and Ireland.
It's a shameless plug.
Well, because Batman and the Justice League, it's not what this movie's about.
Right.
But they do feature.
Okay.
And I love that they feature because, this is a movie that is not about those guys, but it is really important, I think, to have the continuity of those
Yeah, that's
characters through these movies. I mean, we're getting on to, I don't know, 10 or something movies now in this New 52 sort of universe.
I mean, the obsession of Superman, it's just unbelievable. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So which of the Superman do you think Batman would keep around?
Well, come on, he loves Clark.
Yeah.
I mean, he knows that Superman causes a lot of issues in terms of power and what could happen to that power in the wrong hands. But at this that's who he really wants. But aside from Clark's Superman, I don't know. You got the kid there. You got the Eradicator.
Be his, living nightmare, pretty much.
The Eradicator's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Cyborg Superman.
That's true.
He's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And then Steel.
Yep.
Probably Steel. He's kind of badass, right?
And he's kind of like, I'm not going to mess with you. You have your space. I have my space.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And he's probably the most relatable, I think.
True.
Yeah.
If Superman actually existed today, given the climate condition that we're in 2019, do you think he would be as welcome versus how he was in the 80s and 90s?
That's a really philosophical question. Would he be welcomed? I mean, I certainly would like to think so. But I think there'd be I feel like the world's got more cynical.
Yeah.
And I think he would have a lot of haters.
Yeah.
Which is hard to believe.
Isn't that sad, though?
But I think it's true. I think he would. And I think he might struggle. And there's something quite Boy Scout about Clark that Bruce Wayne doesn't have.
Yeah.
He'd be a little more cynical, probably a little more world weary. But I think Clark might be sort of somehow taken advantage of in this cruel, cynical world.
I remember Superman 3 and 4 when that first came out, Quest of Peace, like how many people was just like, oh my God, what was that? It was like, dude, it's Superman. And now thanks to you guys, it took us 20 years to get another Superman movie, right?
I know.
Whatever.
I agree.
What aspect of your performance do you hope future voice actors will take notes when they're voicing Batman?
Oh gosh, I hope none of them try to learn from me.
Come on, seriously?
Gosh, that's a tough question.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't look. Here's my attitude to voicing Batman, or really an approach to any well-known role, like a role that's already established, or maybe you're playing the role of someone was well-known in real life or something like that. You have to find your own way in, and you have to find your own authentic version of that character. As long as it's authentic and it's yours and it's truthful, it'll probably work.
Yeah.
So I've tried to make this as authentic to myself as I can.
That's
It
true.
helped me that I'm also a father in real life, just as Batman is to Damian in these movies. But I would. I just trying to bring as much of yourself to it.
That's good.
And that way, I think you'll stand out somehow.
Regardless of all the variations, and everyone has their own little personal favorites. It's true. Like just
And maybe those differences are subtle. By the way, it's not like Batman's going to show up. Like I couldn't use my Irish accent, for example, and I couldn't use sort of some sort of Smurf voice. But you know, there's a certain sound, that, you know, range of sound that you've got to create for Batman. But at the same time, yeah, just to subtly make it your own. Yeah.
I know you won the jackpot playing Batman, but is there any other voices you would love to voice in the DC world?
Oh gosh, I've always wanted to voice some of the classic villains.
Let's send it out.
Yeah, I'd love to
I think you make a good Joker.
I'd love to do any of them. Yeah, or Penguin, or I used to, as a kid, I used to love doing strange and funny voices. I can see you as Two-Face for
some reason.
Oh, I'd love to do
Two-Face. Two-Face. All right, I'm putting it out there. I called it first. Yes. Well, Jason, thank you so much for joining us, and cheers to you. And we wish you
cheers.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe at Geek Rock TV. Hopefully, we'll see you next time.